This lesson is on equivalent fractions. So the word equivalent essentially just means that they are equal. So equivalent fractions are fractions that are equal. They have a different denominator, but they represent the same portion of the whole. So in this example, I have two pizzas, one broken into 8 slices, one broken into 4, but I'm only eating the same portion of each pizza. So in this case, I have 2 pieces out of 8, but that's equal to my 1 piece that I have over here out of 4 pieces. So these are equivalent fractions. So we're going to talk in this lesson about how to create equivalent fractions, which will help us as we move through our operations with fractions. First, however, we're just going to determine whether or not 2 fractions are equivalent. So in order to do that, we're going to look at cross products. So there's 2 different ways. The one in this lesson we will explore is cross products. When we explore with cross products, what we're looking at is if I took the numerator of one times the denominator of the other, and then I did the same thing, so matched up the opposite parts of the fraction, if those give me the same value, then that means the 2 fractions are equivalent. So I have 2/5 of a pizza, and I have 10/25 of a pizza. If I take 2 times 25, I get 50. If I take 5 times 10, I get 50. 50 equals 50, and therefore we know that I could say that 2/5 is equal to 10/25. Now in our next lesson, we'll talk about how to turn those into a common denominator so we can really compare apples to apples. Let's go ahead and compare to see if these fractions are in fact equivalent fractions. So again, we're going to be using the cross products. I'm going to take 15 times 16, and when I do that, I get 240. And if I take 48 times 5, I also get 240. Since those cross products are equal, that means the fractions were equivalent. For my next example, 90 times 5 is 450, and 12 times 30 is 360. Clearly, these are not equal cross products, and therefore the fractions are not equivalent. Here are 2 for you to try, so press pause, do both questions, then press play to see how you did. For my first, 2 times 34 is 68, and 11 times 6 is 66. Those cross products are not equal, and therefore my fractions are not equivalent. And for my second, 1 times 81 is 81, and 9 times 9 is 81. Obviously, those 2 cross products are equal, and therefore my fractions are equivalent.